I actually use the word renaissance quite a bit. We've just had this really whole new level of vibrant energy and investment and draw in the past 10 years. Public art has been a big component of that.
So West Allis has been adding murals every year for the past couple years. Well, I think first off, it's really cool that all these little municipalities are realizing the value of art, investing in artists, and giving this gift to their community.
Having the mural has helped our business in big ways. People driving by can recognize the building, and even if they don't stop at that time, they remember where we are. That makes people excited to come to West Allis.
West Allis is very much committed to the arts. We struggle sometimes to know the value of art in people's lives, and yet it's everywhere.
One thing that I honestly believe that Milwaukee, West Allis, every different neighborhood around Milwaukee County was missing was more street art. And the fact that you're choosing local artists to now uplift these bland areas, I think it is incredible.
I really think it defines parts of our city. It invigorates them. It brings a vibrancy to the community. Buildings are buildings, and they can be beautiful in their own architectural ways. But when you put art in some of these corridors and neighborhoods, it really brightens things up and just gives it more of a definition.
I've done some work with the school district here. I've worked with first graders, getting students, children, to know the value of art in their lives. It affects everything. It affects everything we wear. It affects everything you do, every book you open, every cover, every television program. Because of my involvement in the arts, Dan Devine, the mayor, asked me to help out with selection of the muralists. It had to be visually stimulating, colorful. The East Allis Neighborhood Association has a thing for dragonflies and butterflies. So John Kowalczyk did a huge mural on Beecher.
I had applied a few years ago with a design that I was really excited about. A year later, after I had applied originally, West Allis called me up and they were like, hey, we really like that design you submitted last year. Would you be interested in painting it this year on like a bigger wall? So it worked out even better where I got like twice the space to make the design even bigger. It's kind of the story of different parts of nature from all over the world coming together to form something beautiful. And that's kind of a metaphor for a community or a neighborhood in my mind, like different people from everywhere coming together to form this gorgeous little ecosystem for themselves. I think it's a great time to be a muralist. I think it's a great time just for art in general in Wisconsin. Frederick Law Olmsted, who designed Central Park in New York, his guiding principle of design was that beauty improves human nature. It's something very simple, but I think it's something very special at the same time.
Those boring cabinets on intersections are not much to look at, so when you can brighten them up, it's kind of a stoplight conversation. It was very affordable, it was unique. One of the things I really like about it is the ties to the community in the area, because a lot of the submissions were from residents or people in the area.
I'm just a nerd with local pride. I love doing my artwork in the realm of pop art, whether it's different street artwork designs, different movie designs, whether it's movie monsters, movie characters. Pop art is just one of those things where kids, as young as 5 years old to adults as old as 60 years old will recognize it and be able to connect with it, And that connection that happens with my artwork is what puts a smile on my face. Yeah, I'm happy to get my work out into the city, but then to hear that people are resonating with it, where they've seen that movie, or now they get to tell their kids, because their kids go, oh, what is that? And they get to go, oh, it's from one of my favorite movies, and we're gonna have to watch it now. So it was great to know that not only do I get to make something I enjoy, hopefully other people driving by will enjoy it as well.
This used to be a manufacturing town. Well, that's changing. And so a lot of those old buildings are being revamped and becoming other things. Part of that then is, looking at those old buildings and wondering, well, how can we beautify them? How can we make them even more attractive to people?
When we got this building, we knew it would take a complete renovation and some magic to make it approachable from the street. Someone within the city recommended the West Allis Living Streets program in order to get a mural, and it's been the best thing we've done to the building because everybody who comes and visits takes pictures with it, and I believe it's part of what's put us on the map. When we were designing the mural, we really wanted to incorporate pieces of our story as well as West Allis and tie them together. The flowers in the mural are actual native flowers to West Allis, so we incorporated those, and then of course the bike because we're cyclists, and the bread because, yeah, we're the bread peddlers.
I think overall it's been incredibly positive. I still, one of the favorite stories or the favorite contacts I had was a grandmother who called and wanted to know if we had a map of the murals because she was going to be hanging out with her grandchildren on Saturday and she wanted to drive them through the city and show them all the murals. And that's the kind of stuff that just motivates me and makes me want to consider future art projects and investments in this.
Thanks for watching The Arts Page. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories of art in our community.